Hi, I'm Jay, and you're watching Wake Up Wednesday, where we meet midweek in sisterhood to bring you in the know solutions to support you with your feminine business and leadership. This week, I have something really special for you, a sneak peek into the Celebrity Mentor Training for Mentor Masterclass. Over the past year, I've interviewed over 24 thought leaders to help new coaches learn from the best, launch their business with more ease, and step into the soul power of sisterhood. In these trainings, these amazing mentors are sharing their behind-the-scene techniques for how they walk their talk in their life, what kind of coaching models, tools, and techniques they use in sessions with their big-time VIP clients, how to prospect and how to market in a way that will make you successful. But success really also meaning what's the model that works for you, which is why I have so many mentors for you to learn from. So today we've pulled a little snippet from a special mentor for you to have the opportunity to experience some of the magic of this training. So here you go. Enjoy.
Every great brand has a story behind it. And that's how you as the entrepreneur, if it's your brand, you stay really connected to that. You've got to figure out what your story is. Now, I think great stories have an arc where there may have been a point, a low point, and you face some challenges or something out of your comfort zone, or you had an epiphany, and then there's more of an up point where you had to deal with this adversity and you learned something from it. There was a realization that came out of it, or you gained some information from it, and then the trajectory after that is how you continue to apply that to your life, or how you continue to tell that story to other people. So there's like this arc. For me, it was being this overweight kid. Then I had this epiphany, really, of like, I don't want to live like this anymore. How I resolved that, I went back into, I'm not going to let these other kids tell me I can't do sports because I'm fat. I actually had the nickname by them, the fat kid that didn't know he's fat, because I kept doing the sports at the level that I knew I could, and I didn't listen to what they said. But what I used was fitness to be my freedom, and then what came out of that, I lost the weight, but I also learned the accountability that walking your talk, the rest will follow. Just stay on your word. If I said I'm going to run the 10 yards, I would run 10 and another 5. If I said I wasn't going to eat it, I really, really, really didn't do it, and I was good with it. So that if you're going to tell a story, you should, because it's really important to learn how to do that, and learning the bits and pieces that create sort of this arc are important, because everybody loves a great story, and it should be true. It should be authentic. A tool to make a great tool is just storytelling. Great storytelling is one of the best tools ever, because people relate to you. Then they see that you're genuine, and that's, you want that connection with your community. So storytelling is an art. Learning how to craft the right story, not inauthentically, authentically. So I usually will tell people to pick 4 bullet points. Imagine you were going to tell your story to an audience at let's say a graduation. I always start with bullet points. So for me, I may start with the adopted kid, and then the next one will be food fighter. I had a lot of issues with food, and then it was the epiphany when I was in the closet, or another bullet point was fitness was my freedom, and then the last one is the fat kid that didn't know he's fat. Things like that. These are real things that stick in my mind, but those are great sort of buzzwords, and I start to write out the bullet points longer. They can become paragraphs, but I start with just those things, those talking points, because once you realize those talking points and they really mean something to you, you don't have to write out 1,000 words. You can be able to talk about it from a real place in your heart that's genuine, and it gets that story gets refined. But just with those bullet points that you can lock it into 1 or 2 words that really sum up that part of your life, I think are important. And then going out and telling them. So honestly, when it comes to tools, I'd say one of the most important ones is telling your story. That's really, 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 really important.
I hope you loved this training, and I hope you're learning that you're not meant to do this alone. As I mentioned, we meet here midweek in Sisterhood, which takes place in the comments on the blog at www.mentormasterclass.com. The only way to be a true leader is to be willing to give and receive, where you get the support you need to make the impact that you're here to create. So I would love to meet you in the comments on the blog and hear any questions, thoughts, or moments that came up around this Wake Up Wednesday today. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Bye.